What's going on, everybody? Yours truly here, and today I'm going to talk about what if 2K made a College Hoops 2K18. Now, I'm over here talking about a game that hasn't had a release date since 2007, and you're probably over here thinking,
this game will never have a release date. It's college. Nobody cares about college. NBA is the most important thing we're worried about. College, the game is almost 10 years old. Who cares?
Now, even though this game is old and it hasn't been released in almost 10 years, I still like to look and think. It's kind of fun sometimes to just think about what if this did happen? What if it does? I mean, because you never know what might happen, and that's why I like to look at it this way. But before I get into the topic I want to discuss, I just want to let you know that this is just one person's opinion. It's just my opinion. So if you don't like it, then I mean, it is what it is. There's nothing you or me can do about it. And then who knows, maybe by the end of this video and you hear what I talk about, maybe you'll be thinking,
you know what? College isn't so bad after all.
But without wasting any more of your precious time, let's get into this video, starting with the reason why they stopped making the College Hoops series. I'm going to get into the big reason on why they stopped, and that was sales, believe it or not. The audience for college basketball video games was always small, which meant it was less budget for them to spend on to improve the games, especially since the game had a lot of bugs. Not only that, but there's NBA 2K who gets released about a month earlier than the college game, and both of them cost $60. And NBA 2K is most likely the better game, of course, because they have more money to spend when it comes to bugs and they can just add on to it even more. But let's say that this isn't the problem and there's no problem and they actually have the chance to make another college game. Just how far are they going to be able to take it? Now, the main game modes that you notice right off the bat for this game would be My Career, My College, which takes the place of My GM, and then My College League to take the place of My League, and then we'd have like My Team, and basically every game mode in NBA 2K will be on the College Hoops 2K game as well. And then we'd have a NCAA tournament, which would be substituting the playoff mode on NBA 2K with like the Sweet 16, Final Four, and stuff like that. But since we're on the game mode aspect of this, let's start off with My Career. My Career is a game mode that a good portion of the 2K community likes to look forward to when they first pick up the game. Whether it's a story or all the game modes that go into it, like Park and Pro-Am and stuff like that. But My Career for this will work similarly to how it did for NCAA Football 14. When you created your Road to Glory player, you can customize the high school schedule, to I think the max was 12 games. And then depending on how you played in high school throughout your games would that would determine what kind of scholarships you'd be reeling in. And then you get to college and then you could play, 1 to 4 years, because you could be a one and done, but your My Player career will be ended short. Stuff like that. It's pretty much just a general idea. And then with 2K being 2K, there will be story, a cutscene, and you'll actually get to experience the life of a college athlete on and off the court, managing time. You could start off at a small college and then get your My Player overall up and then go to a bigger school to get your draft stock. Next thing that'd be cool to see is if your college has pride, depending on which place you go, then they're gonna be hype every single game. Because that's how college is. You look at the powerhouse colleges, Duke, NC, Kansas, like we're looking here right now, all the big colleges, they have a hype crowd night in and night out. And that's what separates the college crowd from the NBA's crowd, because in college, the crowd is on their feet and hype from the tip all the way until the last buzzer in the game. And that's something that you don't see in the NBA, and then especially in the NBA game. So if they could bring that into college with like the student section and then all the crazy types of things that you see in college basketball, that would be tight if they were to add it into a video game. And then create a team in there, create a player, just all the old features that they used to have in the old College Hoops games. Put it in. I'm speaking like this game is about to actually come out, but you see where I'm coming from. When you start thinking of a possibility like this, if it were to ever happen, you just think of all the types of things that they can do with the game like that. Like, it's college, we don't get a game like that often, so when you think about it, you think of all the possibilities and just how far they can take it, especially with how limited the college experience is in 2K now. I love college on 2K because I mean, we don't get it often in a basketball game nowadays, but I think it sucks that you can only play in college in My Player. You can't play as a college team and play now. So that's why it should be a whole game dedicated to college, but something like that would never happen, of course. But I mean, you never know. And a good release date for a game like this, so it doesn't get mixed up with 2K, I feel like it should be in January, because that's when the college basketball league starts, when the team starts to play against the teams in their league. Like, you know what I'm saying, like the Pac-10, USC, and UCLA and then the ACC with Duke and North Carolina and Florida State and stuff like that. That's what I mean when I say league. I don't know the exact term, but maybe if somebody could help me down, and you know, if you're watching this, let me know what the term. I mean, but yeah, with a game like this, the possibilities are endless. One thing that I was thinking about is when it comes to like the my college and my GM type of aspect, when it comes to the recruiting process, which is always something that's very fun every time I go back to play College Hoops 2K8 and NCAA Basketball 10, I feel like it's a very fun process. And one thing that I thought that would be cool if a game like this were to happen, a feature when it comes to scouting, is when you're scouting for the top 100 players in the nation, it takes you on like ESPN's website for top 100. You can see their ranking, you know, what caliber of a player they are. You could watch like a little highlight reel or something like that, you know, and then the options are send a scholarship, contact player, stuff like that, send down the assistant coach to talk to him, and just stuff like that to try and get his interest up. And you can see the top 100 players, where they're located and stuff like that. But I feel like I'm going way too deep into this, especially for a game that might not ever happen. But like I said, you know, I like to express my opinions because you never know what might happen. Who knows, maybe in 5 or another 10 years of the game's release, we might just see a College Hoops basketball game. You never know. But with that being said, I hope you liked the video. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like because it really motivates me to keep doing what I'm doing. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe because, like I said, it motivates me to keep doing what I'm doing. And if you didn't like the video, well, let me know how I can make the video more enjoyable for people who didn't like it. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. I don't know how many times I'm going to say it, but I'm yours truly, and I'll see you guys next time.
Oh my goodness.